It gets harder every day to defend men in this country. Lil Tay launched an OF on her 18th birthday and made over $1 million in just 3 hours. This little girl just turned 18. She has the exact same face that she did when she was 12. She has the same figure that she had when she was 16, 17. But y'all were fantasizing, waiting for this day. Just like with Bahad Bahabi. You remember the Catch Me Outside girl? We watched her grow up on the internet. She launched an OF on her 18th birthday and made $1 million in one day because you people are so disgusting. What is so attractive about a fresh 18-year-old? You people are PDFs. Disgusting. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, but you're not. Because y'all say the same thing every time I bring up anything like this. Well, she's legal. She's a teenager. Sometimes I couldn't have said it better myself. I made that TikTok last night, and I put the Undertaker theme music behind it. I made it at like 11 o'clock last night. It's doing very well, and I'm glad it's doing well, obviously, because I like views, but it's so nice to know there are so many like-minded people who feel like little girls should be protected instead of sexualized. It's not just the fact that she's 18 and making an OF. It's the fact that you're subscribing. That's the problem. 82 million Americans subscribe to this crap. And I'll never understand because the hub is always popping for free. Doop, 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 doop. And like I said, y'all did the exact same thing with the Catch Me Outside girl, aka Bahad Bahabi. It's like y'all were just waiting for her to turn 18. That means you've been watching her for a while. You know, you grown men, you call underage girls first round draft picks when you think they're good looking. That's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. Bahad Bahabi made over $1 million in 24 hours because so many of y'all were just waiting. I was on the phone with this woman last night and I was talking to her about this. She said when she was 18, everybody in the hood knew her birthday. She said the day she turned 18, everybody was walking around saying happy birthday to her. Everybody around the whole neighborhood. It's like the whole hood was waiting for her to turn 18. All these grown men. We ain't talking about people her age or even a couple of years older. We talking about adult male. I think the subscriber list should be public. Drake's probably a subscriber. I heard you like him young. Tyga's probably a subscriber. You know, y'all, I have a personal vendetta against Tyga. Tyga is by far one of my least favorite celebrities of all time. It's not because he can't rap. Like, he can't rap at all. He's trash. You remember when Chris Brown and Tyga had that mixtape Deuces? Or the mixtape was called something, but it had the song Deuces on it? Chris Brown washed that nigga on every single track when they was rapping. How you get washed by a singer on a mixtape as a rapper rapping? But then I found out, do you know about Tyga and Kylie Jenner? And how they were dating? And how old Kylie was when he met? Hold on. Tyga and Kylie Jenner's relationship timeline is a bit complex, but they were first linked in 2014 and became an official couple when Kylie turned 18. An official couple when she turned 18. Not you started dating her when she turned 18. That would be rough enough. An official couple is crazy. Here's a more detailed look. 2011, they met at Kendall Jenner's Sweet 16 birthday party. What was he doing there? What are you doing there? That's not your cousin. I understand she's a Kardashian and all them people rich, but like, this is a teenager's birthday party and you're a grown man. What are you doing here? Any of the grown men that were there who weren't related to the people whose birthday it is, what are you doing here? Tyga hosted Kylie's 17th birthday party and they were seen getting close. August 2014, Tyga ended his engagement to Blac Chyna, who is the mother of his son. So you broke up with your baby mama for a 17-year-old. Excuse me. You broke up with your baby mama after getting nice and cozy with a 17-year-old. My bad. Let me get the timeline correct. 2015, Tyga and Kylie's relationship became public when she turned 18. with them making it Instagram official. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care what the court of law says. If you're a grown man and you pop out with your 18-year-old girlfriend and she's your girlfriend and y'all pop out when she turns 18 and y'all pop out like you've been dating for a while, I assume you've been dating for a while. Because only studs and lesbians, only lesbian couples meet and date and the same day they're a couple. That only happens in the lesbian community. Notice I'm not smiling. These are facts here. I'm not saying every relationship with lesbians is like that. But that for sure happens in the lesbian community. For sure. So, I don't care what anybody says, Tyga. I know y'all were dating before she turned 18. But let's say you meet her and she's 18 and you start falling for her. What are you doing? Tyga is the type of person who, when something gets caught, when something happens and Detective Olivia Benson receives the complaint, she looks into your history and be like, oh, so you started dating this girl, you were seeing close with this girl when you were a grown man when she was 17. Because in 2014, let's see how old you were in 2014. You were 25 in 2014. So in 2014, you started to get close to the 17-year-old. In 2015, when she's 18, y'all are an official couple. You're on again, off again. And then 2 years later, you guys broke up for good. I would say, and a Detective Olivia Benson would say, she aged out. Y'all talk about Drake. I remember when Dirk was beefing with Tyga, long time ago, very long time ago. I wish Tyga was beefing with me, because this is a Google search. I remember long time ago, I was working with this girl. She was a host at the restaurant. I was a waiter. The waiters were a bunch of grown men and women. The hosts were high school girls. Some of them were 19, maybe a 20-year-old every once in a while. But for the most part, they were high school girls. There was one girl that worked there. She got hired. You can't pay me to tell you her name. But I bet you a couple of the servers, if I tell them this story, they'll be like, oh yeah, that was such and such. Because they were thirsting over her because she was 18. Even though she was a high school senior, she was 18, so it was legal for them to thirst over her. You feel me? So I remember one time, I'm in the front, and the girls were talking about clothes. And I say the girls, I mean the little girls, the teenagers. They liked being around me because I always kept them in a girl's place, like a little girl's place. I never looked at any of them hosts like, no kind of flirty eyes or nothing like that. They're fucking children, and I treat you like I'm your big cousin or your uncle or something. You know what I'm saying? She asked me what she thought about some clothes she was wearing or something. It involves some clothes. That's all I remember, honestly. I don't want to lie. It involves some clothes, and she wasn't currently wearing them, so I could look at her. And I think they were talking about, people were like talking about her. I don't know. She's in high school. I don't know. But she asked me what I thought about the clothes. And I told her, I said, I don't remember what you were wearing. I don't know what you, I don't pay you attention like that. You a little girl. She gave me the biggest, safest hug. And she almost cried as she put her head in my chest and she said, I am a little girl. She just felt so safe. She was just so relieved to find a grown man that was in her general vicinity who had never even thought about looking at her like that. Y'all are disgusting. What is so attractive about a barely legal